again.
We will win this, for the sake of our world. Moving back, behold this power. Going for the weak spot. Great job, Juna.
Step to the rear. You better be ready.
The world
Summoner.
of old and its people.
Yuba hit their weakness.
The blade's edge!
This'll be over soon enough. Mass Dancer. This might sting.
Okay.
The inequities of the world can only sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Okay.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets? I'll figure something out.
Okay.
To the front.
Deadly Magla and the puppets. Attack him before he swallows more.
Here I go! Get wrecked!
The puppet's Magla's fading. Summoner. Come forth now. Yeah, missed the mark. Yuba hit their weakness.
It's okay.
Shit, I missed
do
one.
this.
That's
Falling back. By this power, I'll cut through!
Don't I'll show you. A bit much. Looks like we can't brute force through this one. I call upon a royal soul. Going for the weak spot. Great job, Juna.
I'm ready
Now
whenever.
they're weak to something new.
Come here!
Right in their weak spot.
Everyone
Beat
is
us down,
counting on me.
Basilio.
I can do this. I shall put all on the line.
okay, good. Okay, shit, I think I need to...
He was really hurting. Someone help her?
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Okay.
Yuba's hurt bad. Can we get her some healing?
Here.
That was helpful. I've got just the dance for you. Behold this power.
Okay.
This might sting.
Great job, Juna.
Stay insane
they're
in a
weak to something
fight.
new.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
Basilio left him wide open. Let's hit that new
Summoner.
weakness. I channel my power. Yes. The open Magla's fading.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was
I want
enough.
the
Their
Royal pack.
weakness.
Forward! Let's go.
Okay, looks good. It's alright. Okay,
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
okay.
Fast dancer. Going for the weak
Great
spot.
job, Juna.
There is no
Now they're weak to
power.
something
All
new.
right.
Basilio left him wide open.
I shall do my best.
Let's hit that new weakness.
Give me strength.
Yes. The puppet
The
Magla's
world
fading.
of old
I'll get some distance.
and its people
Okay, let's heal.
shall perish.
This should work.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thanks.
I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for. If I can get... Watch me! Burn!
Okay, this... Don't know if this was
I feel so slow.
bad. This is bad as well. This is also bad.
Holding up an incredible amount of magma.
Okay.
Sacrifice yourself.
Okay, sacrifice. It's good.
Juna, careful! It looks like you've got several ailments.
You better be
Watch
ready.
your back. The puppet's magma's fading. Right in their weak spot.
I pray you'll
Beat
get
him down, Basilio.
There is no power in your
Better conserve. I won't hold back.
Shit, I have no weak recovery. Yeah, then.
This'll do.
Thank you. Thanks.
I owe you one. Our new world and its ideals have no need.
Dancer.
No,
This might
Great
sting.
job, Juna.
Who should I
Now
beat
they're
down
weak to
first?
something new.
Here I go.
This is the... I can do...
okay.
I channel my power.
Yufa hit their weakness.
We're snowballing pretty great, and we're doing good. Our summoner is a
My
bit
shoulders.
weak. Okay, double block. That's good.
Sacrifice yourself.
No sacrifice. It's good.
Juna, careful! It looks like you've got several ailments. Watch your back. They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up.
Behold, I walk a royal path.
Let's do a 200.
That was helpful. Thank you.
Thanks.
Moving to the rear. This is just what I need.
Great job, Juna.
Okay.
The
Now
world.
they're weak to something new. The puppet's magma's fading.
Summoner.
Right in their
I
weak
shall
spot.
put all on the
Beat
line.
him down, Basilio.
There is no power in your fantasy.
Okay, let's risk a royal slash.
Behold this power.
And let's give him the weakness again. Okay.
Firstly,
Alright. Okay. Okay, good.
Sacrifice yourself
Okay.
to the new age.
Alright.
Basilio, they're wearing down your defenses.
All awesome souls do your thing.
The puppet's magma's
this is the
fading.
power set.
Right
Here I
in their
go.
weak spot.
I channel my power.
Juna,
Behold,
careful! It looks like
I
you've
walk
got
a royal
several
path.
ailments. Watch your back.
Let's start with
Let's try this.
Thank you.
Our new world and its
Watch me.
ideals have no need for you.
This might
Great
sting.
job, Juna.
okay.
There is no
Now they're weak to
power.
something new.
Okay, one down.
Summoner. Heed me.
Yufa hit their weakness.
Behold, I walk a royal prince. The magic seed is still here.
Don't this is just what I need.
Okay. We're doing great.
Struggle in vain.
So slow.
Okay, great.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Okay.
help now.
I will fight with pride.
Okay.
Time for some close combat. This is it! A tough one.
I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die. This should be good.
Okay.
Our new world and its ideals.
Even my strength will. I can do this.
Okay. First phase. It's gone.
My perfect world!
Okay, now next one.
You will be.
Okay.
Our last chance. We've come this far. We've got to end this here and now. This might sting.
Who should I beat up? Here I go!
Julio left him wide open. Let's hit that new weakness.
This is it!
Okay.
Feel true terror.
Okay, let's see if we can do it. Okay, get it.
Nice dive. His aura's overpowering. Behold this power, making it harder to fight. Just hold on. Going for the weak spot, Juna.
I'm ready whenever. You better be ready.
Even my
Beat him
strength
down,
take my
Basilio.
fullest power. I channel my power.
Yufa hit their
Behold.
weakness.
By this power. The magic seed!
I'll show you. My personal fast.
Okay, go back, give him the weakness again. Okay. Oh, great.
I foresaw this.
Okay, another miss. Good.
Beat him down, Basilio. Yufa hit their weakness.
Falling back.
Let's heal everyone.
This'll do.
That was helpful. Thank you.
Thanks.
I've got just the dance for you. This is just what I need. This might sting.
Okay.
Now they're weak to something new.
I feel souls of kings. Give me strength.
Behold. I walk a royal path. Better be sure. Time for some close combat. I can take it.
That's not what I wanted to do.
The performance of a lifetime. Smash him up. Behold this power. Going for the weak spot.
Okay. Okay. Okay, oh, we are very lucky on that part. Not with that.
Yufa's really hurting.
Okay, but we are missing
Yufa's hurt
pretty
bad.
consistently.
Can we get her healing? Right in their weak spot. Beat him
My
down,
fullest
Basilio.
power. I shall put all on the line.
Yufa hit their weakness.
To the rear guard. Here.
Thank you. That helped.
That helped us out.
I've got just the dance for you. I'll
Okay.
show you. Great job, Juna.
Here I go!
Everyone is counting on me. I pray you're ready.
Behold. I walk a royal path.
Okay.
This'll do.
I owe you one.
This'll be over. Watch me. This might sting.
Okay, we are going great. Let's hope.
Feel true terror.
Okay. Okay, let's hope we survive this pretty well. Okay. Bad. Yep. Okay.
Aura's overpowering. It's making it harder to fight. Just hold on.
Mason sees this.
Okay. Now we have to be a bit more lucky.
Use this
I
one.
rejoin the fray from a distance then. I must hold back.
They're weak to fire. Heat this place up. They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up.
I shall use this.
Okay, now I have to hope to survive this.
The Nidia.
What's happening?
My strength.
Okay. Fucking bullshit.
Trivial.
Okay, in Heat Riser. Okay.
Yuba, we gotta do something about all those ailments. Watch yourself.
I wonder.
They're weak to fire.
Okay, he still has his weaknesses. Let's
This should work.
okay, good.
The world of all
Now I have to press
shall perish.
let's switch her with
I leave the rest to you.
No, that's not what I wanted to
Do this. To the front. All right.
Beat him down to the rear guard.
Okay.
There is no power in your fantasy.
Okay, I did it wrong. Fucking bullshit.
Backing out, please leave this to me. Even my strength will be needed. If I can get close, I pray you're ready.
Yuba hit their weakness.
Getting away.
Okay, now we have a big fat problem.
This one.
I knew you'd help.
Okay, I hope we can survive this now.
A world
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one. Nice! I stand waiting.
Okay.
Let's stay calm. Charging in.
Okay, let's try Hero's Cry.
Why
Here I go.
has it come to
I
this?
channel my power. The enemy still stands.
Closing in. You better be ready. Yeah.
Feel left
Back,
us wide
eh?
open. Let's hit that new weakness.
No.
Moving to the front! Oh, power of heroes! Behold, I won't hold back!
Okay, let's see if we can do it.
This is it! Still here?
Take my fullest power. Help me finish this.
I'm ready. All right.
Right in their weak spot. Beat him down, Cecilio.
Oh, bolts of light!
Yes! Fuck you. Yes! This time I did it. Whew. After last time. The rage quit of last time.
But why? Why is it still beyond me?
I hope this was all no third phase. Okay. It looks good.
Dawn breaks.
Yes, we did it. I did it. Whew.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won? I'm not dreaming this.
He did it.
Not yet. I have my ideals. Witness!
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world.
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You wielded the power of kings. It's time to stop following in their footsteps. Now it's your turn to take your place with them.
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
What? What's going on?
Now, die!
No. Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream. With the power to change the world!
Damn you!
Hell yeah. Piece of shit. And the lance is gone with him. Yes. Save the country. Did
Must be the Lord that governs Utopia in all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king.
Ah, yeah, it was a new archetype, I didn't realize.
I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. A harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
There he is.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
This voice... is that...
It was the cat all along.
Could it be? But how?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies. I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear. That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much. Now, that boy has grasped the courage of a warrior. All dragons who still roamed the continent have fallen by his hand. For what greater embodiment of the impossible is there than a dragon? And he now possesses the power and will to quell those forces.
I see. Then he is not so weak a child that I must hold his hand. I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn. And you. I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believed that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within. Provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown, reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins.
Okay, apparently it wasn't the cat. But yeah.
Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed They who have overcome this fierce contest, the throne's new sovereign, I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Look! It's him! Yeah!
Yay! Look! Look, that's him, isn't it? He won!
He certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Louis.
You can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
No.
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the Crown Theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
Oh. I'm really tired after that fight. But it did it very cleanly.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
I was a bit lucky, I have to admit. Basilio evaded a lot of attacks, and Hulkenberg repelled an attack in the decisive moment where I could do the 4 extra turn attack. So yeah. Fortunately, because I didn't want to do it again.
Coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
I hope I can do this. Yeah.
Don't tell me you're nervous.
Obviously.
After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
Our home is here. Of course.
Of course, I'm fine.
If you say so. Just do relax your shoulders once you're out there, eh?
We've all made due arrangements. You can trust in us. Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Majesty, I hope I can live up to the title. Yeah, but what are you talking about?
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
The concern is justified. It's not as though I swayed the entire kingdom to my idealistic views.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
I am not sure about it.
We have the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
I'll have to let my work prove my words.
Yeah.
With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
Yeah, this is always the case.
You
and the
went
right
from
decision.
a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it's time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
Let's fucking go. Big fat incarnation, yeah.
All right, a warm welcome, please. His Majesty, the new king. Your Majesty, you're so young.
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it!
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Hell yeah.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day. This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for.
Ah, so the voice in the beginning was the king all along.
But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet. 1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Sheesh, 1 year. And we are walking around.
Hey,
chilling.
heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't
Oh.
say.
Good,
The famous one
good,
deep
good.
in the Ontario mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, the headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic.
Ooh, the 6 partisans.
Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
Hard to believe it's already been a full year. Only natural that there would still be unrest among the people.
Even the royal knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything. And now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Jaime Noctul, no less.
Oh.
You believe that? The royal knights, led by a Uchief of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Great for him.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we've been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Yeah.
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
Why am I here? People are smiling more now. But smiles won't solve the multitude of problems we still face.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Strange.
Can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Suppose you're right.
That was funny. Okay, then who are the 6 partisans? Because our party members were more than 6.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go.
Lots of paperwork.
Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
Oh, all this decoration doesn't suit me. How'd Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery?
Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you! Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
The new outfits are fire, I have to say. And this images too. Here we are.
Well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up sanctists, but those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
As authority weakens, power falls to the hands of those who have never wielded it. We must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflict.
Not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
Does he know with whom he is speaking right now? I'm glad to see more optimism in the world. Still, it will take more than that to effect true change.
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts?
That's the best way to remain connected with the people who, well, voted you.
If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways.
Yeah.
Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
Why does no one recognize it?
I see. That's too bad.
Are you that disappointed? She's a lucky one for such company. Either way, best keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard...
Oh, there you are! I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud!
Phew. So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
I suppose I have no choice.
What is it? You have unfinished business. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely. Right, Your
I hope
Majesty.
so.
If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Shit, I can't move. What? Maria, where are you?
Let's go!
This reminds me of the first time Maria went missing. It seems so long ago now. She might be praying in the Grand Cathedral just like back then. Before heading for the Grand Cathedral, why not talk to everyone else first? They are in the royal capital to prepare for the new year. So let's find them.
Hey?
Shit. Okay, let's go. Let's go and speak with everyone then.
Stay there.
Hey.
Skulking about the city again, are we? Just to say, Arkenber's on the hunt. The classic game of cat and mouse, though who is which, I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended the throne, but it's like you have hardly changed. Game for you. You haven't changed much either, so... that's Lord or General Store, Your Majesty. Haha, I will never get used to such titles. Or you should take a page from Juno's book. She has a gift for delegating, but she was born to do so. Not that I can talk. I actually came out for a bit of a breather myself.
Even so.
You know, I see now that even those at the top have their struggles a little too clearly. Our generous duties feel overwhelming at times, but there are lives hanging in the balance. I recognize the weight of every decision I make. I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives.
Hey.
Remember our first meeting back at the recruitment center? I fell noble with nothing to my name, and you a struggling elder traveler. Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I'd have never realized the truth about my fortune, my father's intentions. I certainly couldn't have saved the Hellions.
Thank you.
I owe seeing the joy in their faces to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you.
That's...
You need to give yourself some credit, Stroll.
No.
I would still owe you any credit I could take to you for showing me the way. They live stable, peaceful lives thanks to you.
Hey.
You have a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we can't possibly foresee. But show me the way, and I will blaze the trail. Now and always, it's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard.
That's why.
Our titles may have changed, but I'd like to think our friendship is steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me, now and always.
What do you want to do?
Say there.
What now?
Ah, that's great. That we can talk to everyone.
Ah, good.
Now let's talk with Arkenberg.
Come now.
When you have finished your business outside the palace, please promise me you will return to resume your duties, Your Majesty. If you take this as my pressuring you not to venture out, that's not it at all. Only that as a captain of the Royal Guard, I must know your whereabouts at all times. You needn't be so serious, Arkenberg. Lighten up, maybe. You mean to say I am too fussy? Well, this is only proper for the captain of the Royal Guard. To be overfamiliar would set a poor example. Imagine the scandalized faces of the rank and file guard.
Of course.
That's it. Not a day goes by that I don't reflect on our travels, now only a year past. I was regaining my pride as a knight to that journey. It was but a wanderer searching in vain for the prince. It was through you I learned he yet lived. And in the end, it was your ascent to the throne I supported.
And so?
I never tire of the faces the younger guards make when I tell them of the time you acted as witness to my duel. Brings back memories. Not only of my duel with Rodant, but of the journey we undertook. You were the reason I could endure the fight to the end. I'm pleased to say the knights of today are nothing like that, what they were under Rodant's command. Soldiers take up their sword not for those in power, but for the people. As the champion of the people yourself, we will do all in our power to protect you, our king.
Well...
You do not make it easy by sneaking out of the palace as you do, though I suspect the soldiers are getting used to your chaotic tendencies. They know they protect not just a king, but a ruler who stands beside his people and hears their voices in clarion truth.
This I vow.
I will protect you with my life, as I have always endeavored to do, Your Majesty. Only let me stay by your side to do so. Ah. Maybe this is the real payoff for everything we've done. Ah, now we speak with the goat. Ooh, and there's also Vasily.
Oh.
Well, I see your king is on some personal business, eh? I believe Harkenberg was searching for you. I suppose it's none of my business who comes and goes. I won't break myself.
Just...
Only try not to frustrate your royal guards very much, They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. Bah, who am I kidding? An eye to Myreth is surely a myth. That's become clearer to me since becoming titled. What could be more bizarre? A Ujif outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, late knight commander. There was of course some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepting they become, albeit gradually. Yeah.
Right.
The world has only begun to change.
True.
Indeed, grand titles and posts across the nation are held by all manner of tribes now, each contributing with their respective strengths. I've realized over the past year just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king, he alone does not a country make. Yeah.
However,
Yet he stands for those very people, a symbol and representative. That the king and those around him are mixed tribes, it has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in the rural villages. You speak of your hometown?
yes.
Yes, indeed. They have shut themselves away, and now they actively engage with other villages. Your coronation inspired that village to greater heights. It proved that barriers can be broken, and even they could take the first step. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country. I will have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself, soon enough. And someday, I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict born of tribal differences from history books.
We shall.
We have all a ways to go before that day comes, but until it does, let us forge the path toward it, Your Majesty. Yeah, great. And I think their relation between Haismei and Basilio is one of the greatest I realized in the end. Yeah, let's, since he's here, let's talk directly with him. Hey, out inspecting again? Seems a right pain to me, but I appreciate you going to all the effort. Making your rounds, Basilio.
Hey.
Yeah, captain of the Trading Brigade reporting in, and I'm pleased to report that there's nothing to report, Your Majesty. So I'm taking a break. Bit of a mouthful in it. Still not used to calling myself a captain besides. We've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know, but don't you worry. I've got 2 eyes on them even when I ain't looking.
But
Why, see it? They weren't the ones trying to make the world worse. I just gotta show them how power is supposed to be used, yeah? We owe it to you that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Fewer and fewer are turning to a life of crime to make ends meet. If Del could see Grand Rat today, his eyes would bug out, and not just Del. A lot of the guys who didn't make it. I take it you mean Winka.
yeah.
You remember him? Those damned experiments trapped him in a vengeance he couldn't see past. But I feel like even he might smile seeing what I'm up to now. We built this piece with a lot of blood and tears. So I say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them what didn't to protect it. Maybe I've got nothing to report today, but it's not like bad people just stop being bad cause you're king now.
Thank you.
You've been through a lot though. Thanks for not giving up on us. Or the world for that matter. You spot any trouble that I didn't spot first, you just point me at it. I'll solve it quick like. Ah, great. So he's captain of the knights. He's captain of he's also captain of something. Stroll became high general. Halkemer became for the royal guards. And yeah, let's continue with Alonso since he's here. Why, hello, Your Majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation. I see you've become quite apt at sneaking away from your palatial duties. Their constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists, and critics alike. Opening act has been a rather tumultuous, no?
Well,
yes, it's been tough, but I'm glad we've managed so far. Quite right. Your critics are loud and open with their burps, but plenty more have put their faith in you. Besides, most of those agitators are the kind of scum that stirs the pot in hopes that they might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing couldn't handle, of course. I in a day's work for the royal adjutant to the Citizens' Council. Quite an ally I've made, I should hope.
hey.
I wonder if my mother would be the slightest bit proud to see who I've become. But I'm doing my damnedest to use my talent for good, as I always should have. I'm proud to be working hard alongside you.
Yes.
That's right. Supporting you is the best thing I can do. You're the one who's been able to create such lasting change in our country.
Now that you mention it...
Ah, that reminds me. Do you remember Daturam, my hometown's landowner? He told me to send you his regards. He's since confessed his crimes and is awaiting trial. You were the one who awakened his conscience. It makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven your ideas to be true. That's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it.
Thank you.
I'm hardly qualified to speak of pride. But if this country has one, it's you. And I'm proud to be among its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day will come that even we Nidia can walk about freely in our true forms. Ah, you're curious what I look like in my true form? I'd be happy to oblige, but let's save that for another time, shall we? No, I wanted to see. Okay, so he's in council, I guess. He became a politician. That's what I meant.
What now?
Wrong. Well, let's complete our party members. Let's go to Jura. Ah, this is so nice. I'm really enjoying it. Ah, she looks so good with the mage outfit, with the head and all that. So good.
My king.
Oh, there you are, Myreth. Heard you were in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. I have so much to tell you about my inspection. I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for my son.
In that case...
Did you bring me back any souvenirs?
Gosh.
I just focus on the report. Don't worry. I'll give you just a gist. Firstly,
Well?
the Mage Academy's reconstruction is going swimmingly. My pairs are full in swing, and we're already processing admissions. I must say, I'm still surprised you appointed me of all people to be the Academy's headmistress. I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. Oh, and shall I introduce you to my furry little friend? I scooped him up in the Academy of all places. During the reconstruction, they stumbled on the little guy in some kind of observatory supposedly used by a king long ago. Considering the igniter alone his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat could survive alone in that cold, could he?
So...
Regardless, our mysterious kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell, so we're starting from scratch. I may even be hitting secrets as big as... It may even be hitting secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Feels like fate, you know?
Speaking of which...
And speaking of fate, on my way back, I met up with Myreth. She's well, I trust.
Now we're talking.
She's been keeping well, I hope.
Yeah.
More than well. Her throat has been fine, and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights. Her in music, and me going face to face with magic again.
Hey!
Sure, you remember, music was the first magic born in this world, yes? When the heart expresses itself through music, it moves the hearts of others, and when they make hearts swell, why, there's no end to the magic. So just you watch. With music and magic at my side, I'm going to change the world. I will have equal opportunity to hone their talents at the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted. And if it makes the world a better place, why? Isn't that just grand?
Magic.
Rhea taught me that magic is more than a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts. Ah, great.
Wait a sec.
Wait a second, isn't that the cat from Academia? If that place was made of magic, oh, is it here in real life? To say nothing of how he could have survived that deserted ruin buried in the snow. That shouldn't be possible, right? I just think he's cute, who knows? It's mystery after mystery around here. Memory serves, the last king that built himself to study in the Mage Academy. Do you think Academia was styled after that, maybe? I think, yeah. I wonder what His Majesty, what more felt when he put this little guy in Academia. The cat tends to himself quietly, utterly impartial to us. Okay, fortunately, the can't survive. I cannot press the right buttons. Fucking shit. Ah, you.
I do believe.
I'm curious what youth is now. Maybe political connection with Etria.
Greetings.
Working as hard as ever, Myreth. Were you going about town and listening to what the people have to say? Myself, I've just come from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting with the people about their grievances and disputes as Chief Magistrate. Ah no, just Chief Magistrate.
Well,
Shouldn't the Chief Magistrate delegate such tasks? That's a question I shall throw right back at you, Your Majesty.
In truth.
As you're undoubtedly aware, in the past, many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial.
Alas.
I'm pleased to report things are different now. Anyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. Just goes to show anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. And my brother is making great strides as village chief. He rather hated the role before, but he's truly found his calling, I think.
The reason is...
As I said, no one knows what the future holds. It's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness, where those who suffer need not to turn to crime. And so I practice what I preach.
Now that you mention it...
The other day, I went to visit Ove's church to inquire with those who are sick there about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. It's nice that there are little references to their follower quests. Was Ove doing well?
Very well.
Yes, we practiced dancing together, and then we showed her mother. All of them are ready to ease into working again. Hearing them made me reflect on all the people who still need our help. Until now, the only hope those people have was God.
I do believe...
I want to fight for them to have options, and there are laws and systems that they can rely on in addition to higher power. A country where all the tribes with all their values can join hands in harmony. That's what we need.
Because...
You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty? I hope you will allow me to keep working alongside you in this. Yeah, sure. Okay. So she became the head magistrate. Pretty good. What's with Neuras? Yeah, probably head royal scientist.
But...
Where is he? Ah, here he is. Ah, he didn't change his his clothes. Oh ho ho! What brings his royal majesty here? Come to feel the winds on your face too, have you? I know how it is. I have the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructural Development Bureau. I can research as I please now, but something's missing. So I threw off that stuffy old uniform and came to gaze upon the runner. In the way I do. Okay, so he has a uniform, but a new uniform, but he threw it away. I feel like I know what you mean when you say something's missing. And you would agree. I think my bones are aching to feel the wind, rather than miss days of dashing hither and thither in the runner. Not that I'm grateful for this gracious title you have given to a man who used to skulk about modifying goat-red runners. I haven't seen anything yet. Why? One day you will invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palatial plates. That would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit stuck at the beginning on the development.
Indeed.
And it's time like this I need stimulation of the mind, if anything that might do the trick. Are you going to send me on another relic hunt? Don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you pop back in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do some mysterying like that. Even if the relics themselves were better off left untouched, they've become the guiding principles of my research, you know? Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generations is no engineer at all. Still, it's no small feat to design with the perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even I struggle with it, but I'm a bally genius. I knew it. What I need is a stimulation. Ah, Your Majesty, you know, like a soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. Do let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Oh, dear old girl's sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff. Oh, yeah, he didn't change. Okay. Yeah, Katarina.
You alright, mate?
Let's see what she has to say. And where is she? Oh, here.
Hi there.
Oh, well, if it ain't the big man himself. What timing, mate? I just got back into town myself. Long time no see, Katarina.
Oh, right.
And I've been out traveling since I took the reins on the Seekers Recon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. And crazy doesn't begin to describe what's beyond the sea. The sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic. I'm already itching to get back out there. But I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tensions out there, but what country isn't little tense? Everything from the customs to the way they think is so different, my head spins. Makes all the tribal bickering seem right dull if I can't speak my mind. But this country is changing for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you. I appreciate it. Oh, come on, I'm just roasting them. After we knocked heads, I knew I could trust you with making the lives of us Sparipos better than they was. Our main cohort have found jobs and some of them have even picked up new skills from being out at the sea so long.
See you soon, I hope.
But don't you worry your kindly head. I'll have it all whipped up in a report for you. Something proper kingish with it, yeah? Oh, great. So yeah, every follower...
What now?
Ooh, Bardon is there, so yeah, let's talk with him.
That's something.
Yeah, everyone received some title. That's great. What an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. No guards with you today. Yeah, don't worry, I have no tattletale. I myself just left a meeting going over how provincial governments are doing. We convened for the new year.
So,
how are things in Martina? Oh, it's as lively as it used to be. And we owe it all to you, Your Majesty. That dodgy mess you cleaned up for us feels like ancient history now. And I'm pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords, it's nothing but good news reaching my ears. But the relations between towns has employed up an overall welfare too. Each town has specialities and wisdom to offer. And when we combine our heads, there's no problem you can solve. I just feel so blessed to be part of it. I know I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role, but I'm happy to share my failings to others. Don't repeat my mistakes. That brings me back.
Got to say,
I know I was trying to do too much on my own back then, and I got a bit overzealous. Of course, some lords are like I was once, would rather manage things as their sole discretion and leave things to the people. And yes, taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious. What with all the proceedings and disputes,
then again,
still changing our own lives with our own hands makes the process worth the trouble.
Brilliant.
And choosing a king of our own will was all the inspiration we needed for change.
Lovely that.
Good for him. Who is left now? Brigitte. Okay. And then she too is probably living her best life. Hello. The king himself, out browsing the shops. Perhaps I need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family. That's a little embarrassing. Why stop there? You can give me a signed handprint to display on the walls. No, just my little joke. We're doing quite well even without royal endorsement. The igniter I made the children's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. The store was packed with families and children.
Say.
I now hold a position where I control the distribution of all manners of goods throughout the kingdom as the head of the Igniter Consortium. I can't help but think that if I had been in this position sooner, then the church's violence, tragedy of that village could have been prevented.
But
there was nothing you could have done at the time, Brigitte. I know that I rose to this position once you became king and shed light on what lurked in the shadows of this country. Though you can't take full credit, as it were, I was nominated for my new position by my colleagues. Our new king has changed this country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, it would be naive to think all weapons can ever disappear from this world.
Yet.
It's all the more reason I hope that the reasons for people to wield them continue to decline. To that end, I'll continue doing all that I possibly can, with all that I am, just as you do.
Speaking of...
Ah yes, you remember my dog? I found the ones who took her, naturally. I considered ending their lives. But there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. I had no choice but to spare their lives. Okay. I can't subject a gentle dog to the atrocities I would commit in her name. You should come play with her sometime. I'm sure she remembers you. Oh, the dog is alive. Alright. Okay. Now we spoke with everyone, which was great payoff for knowing every character. Oh, there are the ex-candidates, but I don't want to speak with all of them.
So?
It's time to go to Maria. I think we've heard all we can from people. Should we head to where Maria is? Yeah.
That reminds me.
Being here sure brings back memories. You remember how we came here looking for Maria before the tournament for the throne? I was crying back then, and though.
But
things are different now, though. You can't say that again. This country's turned around since then, no doubt about it. I'm sure that there will always be difference of opinion, but your ideals are really coming to fruition now. I can feel it. Reminds me, what's up with the book you're carrying around now? Is that the one you've been working on yourself?
Oh.
I'm excited to see what kind of fantasy you can conjure up. But maybe that's not even the word for it. After all, if you're the one putting it in ink, that means you're going to make it a reality someday. Now then, Your Majesty, shall we get going? On the sword, of course. Oh, it looks pretty great now.
Oh, hello there. Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
No.
you think this country's gotten any better since then?
Well, seems like everyone's having more fun than before. I'm sure Papa's happy too.
This victory is for Grias too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
It's a joy to see kids like her smile. The future changed slowly. The burden of its momentum will fall on their shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed.
That's good.
Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
A place where I ought to be. A side of myself I ought to show. Path is never clear.
And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yes, I expect great things, my trusty advisor.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Everyone is here. Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there? Surely not.
No.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
That's great.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
Yeah.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
He's right. The capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and learn beyond its walls.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't gonna fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yeah.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's
That's good.
so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Life is full of surprises.
I like that they addressed the fact that I went and killed the three dragons of the towers.
Right.
I resolved to believe in my ideas no matter what may come, even back then. And if the world is slow to change, king's beliefs can never waver.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
Yeah, sure.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Okay, what now?
Journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point back. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Yeah, I guess. In the most faraway future begins with the belief that it can't be realized. We'll press onward. That's the best I can do.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King, bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Everyone is here again.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Myreth, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
Are you sure about this?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, the people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
Yeah, that's a great idea. My friends and allies believe as I do. Your support is the greatest treasure I could have.
Still, this early into the new year? 'Tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Yeah, the original part.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? We'll just have to lead by example.
I guess it's... Then let's go. I guess that's right.
Right then, let's go.
Oh, great.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope.
Big fat fourth wall break.
And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
No problem.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
Yeah, everyone is here.
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Wow! Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh. Phew. That's it. Oh, finally. I finished after, I think, more than 4 months this game. Hugest game, but I really enjoyed it. My first Atlus game. My first, Persona / SMT-like game. And I really enjoyed it. It was very difficult, very tough at times. And with certain bosses, I was almost desperate in certain points. But through tricks or sheer determination, I was able to do it all. So, story, insane, really good. I really enjoyed it. All the political and government theme in the game was interesting and really well done and realistic. Graphically, the style of the menus, the classical Atlus Persona UI are great. The battle system, I thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah, the battle system is too good. I think, for me, I think it rapidly became my favorite battle system in the turn-based systems that I ever played it with. The turn system, the weaknesses, and I know that's basically the SMT system, but I don't know if SMT has the turn icons. I think that's exclusive of this game, and this was a great idea. This battle system is too good. I even imagined how would, for example, Pokemon games work with a metaphor battle system. I don't know, I think it could work pretty well because Pokemon 2 works with weaknesses and resistances and all that. I don't know. I think it could work, but it will never be a reality. It will only be it's a game, a fantasy. Then, the characters, insane. Our main party, everyone was lovable. All the followers had interesting stories of their character. Their design was really good. Their whole story arcs was really good. OST, the music was insane as always. I already heard a bit of the OST from Persona SMT games, and they're always really high level, really good, and this was no exception. Villain 2, Luis was really great. Villain, his final boss design was great, but very difficult boss fight, as you saw last time. But yeah, world building 2, really great. Off screen I discovered that, for example, the Shinjuku dungeon was a reference to a dungeon that's also post-apocalyptic Shinjuku in Ethereal Odyssey, another Atlus game series from DS and 3DS, which dungeon crawlers actually, which maybe I think I will play in the future. I saw that on Steam there is the remake of the first 3 games. They're not very cheap, but I saw if you buy all 3 games you pay only for 2. I don't know. Maybe in the far future I will play them because they got really interested in them. But yeah, this game was really, really awesome. And yeah, in the future I think I will play others. I already possess Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, which I will play in the future on this channel, but there are a lot of other games I want to play. Yeah, the next big things will be of course Xenoblade X Definitive Edition when it will come out, and yeah, and the other next game I will play is Hollow Knight, which I always wanted to play. It's one of the most beloved games I think of all time. Artistic and gameplay mastery, because I watched a bit of it, but on YouTube, or on a stream, on a Twitch stream, I think. But yeah, I don't remember anything, so it will be almost blind, more or less. And yeah, those will be the next games I will play on the channel. And yeah, after that, I don't know which will be the next JRPG after Xenoblade X. I don't know. I will see. Maybe Is 8. That could be the next one I really want to play. But yeah, I thought maybe on this channel, maybe it was too much having Xenoblade 3 and Metaphor at the same time, 2 very long and big JRPGs at the same time. Maybe in the future I will have one, at any given time, one long JRPG running, and on the side maybe smaller games, or for example, I know that Hollow Knight is a short game, but it's shorter than 100-hour JRPGs. So yeah, so I will play on one side big fat JRPGs, which became in the last years I think my favorite genre of games. And on the side I will play smaller, maybe indie games, so I guess roguelikes, Metroidvanias, or such. And I think this will be maybe a better structure for myself also, because then I can have big adventures on one side and shorter ones that give me more variety. Because I don't know, playing Xenoblade 3 and Metaphor at the same time after some time became bit tough. I mean, I really enjoy playing them, but after some months playing always the same game becomes a bit heavy. I didn't get burnout, no. That's not it. But I think it's better that way. Yeah. Well, indie games, I have also a lot of my Steam account that I will play. What will come after Hollow Knight, I don't know. I will see what I want to play. Ah yeah, and then I played Tunic and finished it, and it will be all on the channel. And I realized that between the end of Tunic, the scheduled end of Tunic, and the beginning of Xenoblade X, there are a bunch of days, 3 days, so I will play something on the very short side to fill those slots. I will see what I want to play. Probably, I don't know if you'll know it, Fury. Because my brother played it and he said that it took 3 hours to finish it. So I will see if that's true. If I will be able to do it, but yeah. So, yeah. So this looks like the end of the credits. Let's see if there is a post-credit scene.
Dear guest, from a world I shall never know.
Yeah, Meteor is me, the Great Seeker, so Meteor was the first Seeker. And myself, yes. Oh shit, my controller went out during the credits. Please go on.
In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction.
Yeah.
However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality.
Yeah.
I hope the promise of our world echoes in you. With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Oh.
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideas. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay, let's save. All right, then I thank you for sticking with me in this series. I hope you liked it, and we will see each other in my next projects. See you there. Bye bye.